Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I'm over by my mask shelf again because I wanted to review a mask that I picked up in the mountains last year at the Great Smoky Flea Market. Well, it's actually a rare Donald Post piece, and it came with its original bag. It's a 2006 Donald Post Deluxe Michael Myers mask. Let me get it out of the bag real quick. Hold on. What do you guys think? Looks sharp. And it comes with its original Halloween Donald Post tag. Now, I've seen some of these masks that had a different Donald Post looking tag, and this one's just plain that says Halloween Michael Myers mask on it. So I don't know if there's different versions of this mask, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments, okay? And it's definitely a cool sculpt, I can tell you that. I've seen a lot of people that like complain about this mask like being not accurate to Michael in any of the Halloween movies. Well, it's not supposed to be, because Don Post back in the day did not have the rights to make it look like the mask in the movie. So they started making these mass-produced masks that had different sculpts so they could get away with it not being tied to any of the films, is what I found out. Also, I've seen people on YouTube take these and they rehull them, like rip the eyebrows off and puff the hair out and paint like on the lips and around the eyes and everything, just to give it a little bit more depth. And you got a pretty cool looking custom mask, if I do say so myself. So the sculpt on here is good. It's just people like to go in there and touch it up and enhance it, you know. And since Don Post ain't around no more, they're not reproducing these, so they're going to get hard to find. I was lucky to find this one. When I stopped over at this guy's booth, that he had like a bunch of collectible toys, but he also had like masks hanging on like the wall and up in his beam that was holding his booth together. I saw this mask right there hanging on the wall. And at first I thought it was one of those Trick or Treat Studios K&B Michael Myers masks from H2O. Well, I said, no, it can't be. And then I looked at it, he told me what it was. I said, oh, I was looking for one of these. Gave me a good deal on it too. I think I ended up paying $40 for this thing. I said, yes. Finally found one. I tried it on over there. He let me try it on. He had it stuffed with its original shipping bag. I said, I'm going to need that probably. And tried it on and it actually fits. So when I take this off the styrofoam man, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But anyway, I can see why people don't like this mask that much, because the hair. For some odd reason, Don Post shoot it with a lot of black paint, and it made the hair like hard like this. Kind of like a miniature football helmet, you know, or a shower cap. That's what it feels like to me. But I'm not going to mess with it because I think it's still cool like it is. I mean, being for a mass-produced mask that is no longer being made is amazing. So I'm going to take it off the styrofoam head now and put it on my face and show you how it looks, and I'll tell you how it feels when I get it on. So don't go anywhere. What do you guys think? And for being an older mask, it actually smells pretty good in here. It don't have like a stinky latex smell. I don't know what type of latex they used in this type of mask back then in the days, but it smells better than when I wear these other masks right here. And the latex is actually thicker. It's a thicker pull. And being a thicker pull, I thought it'd be tight on my face, but I looked on the inside and everything, and it looked roomy, so I slid it on. It fits comfortably. So for you guys that got like a 24-inch head, this will fit, definitely. So if you find one, you better grab one. Also, I got a lot of movement in my mouth here, so I can move right here, so make it look like Michael Myers talking. But overall, it ain't a bad looking mask. Oh, and the other reason why I like this mask is because it was used in a fan film. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was like titled Michael Myers Kills Party City Workers or something. So if I find that video, I'll leave the link down in the description below for you guys to look at it. Because Michael Myers just walked right in and pulled this mask off of the rack, took the plastic off and put it on. So Party City would have likely sold these back in the early 2000s. I'm just glad I got one. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind having another copy because I was thinking about keeping this one stock, and then if I find another one, I'll rehaul that one, to make it look more like one of these Michael Myers masks over here, like with the puffed up hair. But yeah, this thing is sick. Because like I said, you can paint your own Michael Myers mask out of something like this. And you can even rip off the eyebrows. Out of all my Holy Grail masks that I wish I could have, this is one of them right here. So I'm glad he knocked that one off the list. All right, I'm going to take this mask off now and give you my final thoughts. So don't go anywhere. Okay. Let me see. Fit, 10 out of 10. Like I said earlier, you guys that got big heads like I do, you could actually fit in this mask. So I don't know what Don Post did back in the day to make this, but it's got a stretchy, thick pull to it. So if you're a big-headed guy like I am, you can just slip your head right over this thing with no problem. Also, detail. I don't know. A lot of people would give this like bad vibes or whatever, like, bad scores. But I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because, one, it's the best looking mass-produced mask that came out in the early 2000s ever. Because if you guys remember the other Michael Myers mask that they made, had them loose hair that always comes off. I said, that's a crappy mask. This is a better high quality mask. This is for people like us that are collectors and they wanted a good high quality mask. This is it. And it's, I don't know how much these things sold back then, but yeah, I don't have it on the tag, but yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys know how much these things sold for back in the early 2000s. Because I really don't know. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. Also, when I was mentioning the detail, they even added the glue line right here on this side and on that side because the William Shatner mask that they used for Michael Myers' mask in Halloween 1 and 2, they pulled the sideburns off and left a glue line. So I'm glad they sculpted that detail in there. But another thing I wanted to point out real quick, when I first saw this thing, you know what this thing reminded me of? A hybrid mask of Halloween 1, 4, and the H2O K&B mask merged together. I said, man, if they used something like this in H2O, I would have been happy. It would have been a lot better than that K&B mask, but the Stan Winston mask looked amazing as well. So, I'm just stoked to get one, finally, in my collection. But like I said, I'm looking around to see if people have any more out there because I'd like to win another one. Just to have two, So that's going to be it for now, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more Michael Myers, Don Post, Halloween mask content like this. This has been another successful installment of the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and I say that's a wrap, and have a nice day, buddy.